Hello and welcome to part 3 of my video demonstration of my timeline application. Right, so let's get into it here. So this is our view. Basically we followed the design pattern model view controller. I've shown you my model and my controller. Now I'm going to show you my view. So here we have a basic window. So we have created our timeline window. Yeah, so created a frame, so a J-frame here, which has two panels, panel timeline and panel add event. We have some variables here, so JText field, we've got some JText fields here, text area and a JCombo box. Then here we have our array lists. So we've got two array lists, event list, which holds the list of events, and figure list, which holds a list of historical figures. And then if we scroll down, we have we call our method create figure. So we create our historical figures first of all, and then we set our events in text area. Here we initialize, so basically we load our JSON file into our timeline. So we call the load JSON method. And if we scroll down, so we have some JPanels here, and the first panel that's set, that the visibility is set to true, is our panel timeline. That's set to true because that's the first one showed, and the other panel, add event panel, is not displayed first, and its visibility is set to false. And if we scroll down, yeah, so here when we click the button add event on our panel timeline, we'll be able to add an event. So our add event panel will be displayed and the timeline panel will not be displayed, and its visibility will be set to false. So we're basically changing the visibility. So we're setting the visibility of the add event panel to true and the visibility of the timeline panel to false. So here we have our button delete event, which will delete. So when we're on the timeline panel, we can actually see the event we would like to delete, and we would click the button to delete it, and the method delete event will be called. Button next here, so this allows us to go next through the timeline, and we can, when this button is clicked, the next event method is called. Here we have a combo box called CMB combo, which stands for combo figure. So combo figure, so our list of historical figures. So what we do is that when this is clicked, we basically add the people, names of these people, into our combo box, the names of historical figures. So these get added into our combo box. So this combo box has a list of historical figures, and you can basically go through them, and the user can select from this list inside our combo box. When we scroll through, when this button is clicked, the previous method is called, which allows the user to go to the previous event in the timeline. Here we have some labels, and if we scroll through, and when this button is clicked, go to add the event method. So add event method is called, and if we scroll through, here we have our validation that only allows numbers. So in this text field, where it's text field for the event year. So for the year of the event, we only want numbers. So 1994, for example. So it's only numbers. We don't allow the user to spell out the year or anything like that. We keep it simple and precise. So here's some validation to do that. It's a key listener, and it basically only allows the user to enter in numbers, and no text is allowed to be entered. And if we scroll through, so save button, where once the user has created an event, they would click the save button to save it to JSON, and it will be permanently saved. And this is a button back, which will basically allow the user to go back into the timeline and see the event that they have created. And if I scroll through and go to the end here, where you've got an array list, which basically has so basically we have a get figure list method, which will basically allow us access to the list of historical figures from another class. So in our methods here, we use the get figure list, which will allow us to use the array list which we created here, called figure list. So this method allows us to, it's a getter basically. We use a getter in order to gain access to this array list from another class. Thank you for listening. Now I'm going to show you our timeline application running. So as you can see here, this is our timeline. These are just random letters I've put in here, and some random numbers just to show you. This is just for demonstration purposes. So if I add an event, click the add event button. So if I go back, what I did here was I clicked add event. So I click that button, and then I type in a year, for example. I would type in a title, a description. So I type in a description. I could add a historical figure like Adam, for example, and I could say anything about that and click done. Then I would click save. I'd go back, I'd go next, and I'd see everything there. Now if I wanted to delete this, I could click delete event, and you've deleted such and such event. You click OK, and you can see that's been removed from our timeline. So thank you for listening, and that is the demonstration of my timeline application that I developed using Java. Any questions, please leave in the comments below.